anyway, so we're not ending. We're just changing our situation. The friendship, I think, the brotherhood will always prevail. You can keep the ring. And I do want to share the one thing that I still think is what always bonded us, is the fact that we both, independently one from the other, almost at the same time got a sign that we both truly believe in. And that sign says, a friend will bail you out of jail, but a true friend will be sitting next to you saying, damn, that was fun. So with that now, Alfredo, it's your turn. First of all, thank you everybody. I always thought, especially that first day, the second day when I interviewed with Nikki, and I was all ready for this interview and all this stuff, and Nikki goes, well, I don't know what to ask you to interview you. And she goes, okay, let me see, let's start. When can you start? I knew right then and there that this was going to be a fun ride. But normally I would actually pull this out. No, I'm not going to use that word. Normally I would actually not prepare and say what I normally say, which is something that just comes out. I actually wrote something because, well, actually Fernando did. No, actually, all you have to do is proofread. Francine can't proofread. And Stacy corrected it. And Jessica criticized it. And then Kim put it on video. But no, actually I did this one all by myself. And so forgive me for this. My mom was supposed to be here. I don't know where she is. She was supposed to have somebody drop her off. She's probably in Palm Beach somewhere. So I'll tell her we missed her, and I have no idea where she is. And if I know some of you met my mom, and my mom's amazing because she always supported, never complained the fact that I was never around, that I didn't get a chance to visit, and she always said, dale mijo, échale pa'lante, you know, just son, just go forward and do it. So I have to thank her. Tina, needless to say, more than your mother. You're calling my mother. Tina has been a part of my life for this last 6 years. You all know her. And one of the things I am amazing about her is the fact she's always waiting for me to come home. And when I come home, she makes sure that I feel at home. She makes sure that my bed is ready and everything is perfect, so thank you, honey. The California King. with extra barriers. My 3 daughters, Chelsea, Alex, and Jessica, that are, of course, they're all busy doing something more important, but they're great because they still keep a picture of me on the bed so they know that who I am and as I change. I think the last picture of Chelsea, actually, I had hair. But anyway, okay, Nikki. You have been everything from the day, well actually we met like 200 years ago, but then I remember when you called, that first call, and I was in jeans and a t-shirt, and I thought I was coming in for, like you said, I need some help with my international plan. And Danny Edwards said, well, hi, I'm Danny Edwards, come on. I said, okay, so I just sat there, and for some reason, I said, you're not asking questions, you're looking for somebody to work here. And she said, when can you start? And I said, is tomorrow okay? And actually, that was a Wednesday, and I started on Monday, and on Wednesday, I went to Florida Huddle in 1999. And it was amazing because I wasn't even on payroll, and Bruce will tell you that. By the way, that's $84 that I still, somewhere, where's Bruce? So, you've been a friend, you've been a boss, you've been a mentor, you've been a mother. Like you told me when I told you I was leaving, she says, if I was your mom, what the hell are you doing sitting there? So, thank you for the opportunity. I can only do this because of what you allowed me to do. You let me be myself, ask for forgiveness before permission. The county's on the other side of the street. Okay, you guys didn't hear that. No. It stays in here.
He didn't say that out loud.
But thank you for the opportunity. Who else? Francine. I don't know what to say. You've been my best friend for forever, and you make me laugh. You make it fun to go to work, and you kept the family together. That is the reason that I'm going to have the hardest time is leaving the CBB because of you and how you kept us. Okay, I'm getting the ring back. And thank you, Francine. You have been a friend of everything and all of us in the CBB. Thank you for that. Ah, Fernando. Well, in Washington, they were looking for somebody that could do a certain job, responsibilities, duties, and everything. And they saw that what we had done for Broward County has never been done before. If you look around, some of the things that happen here have never been done in other places. What we've done for the destination, the airport, the port, the development of the hotel, our tax collections, our occupancy, it's almost unique. This model, they actually looked for this model in Washington. And the reason they looked for it is because this works. This works for me because he helped me. I don't know how I'm going to do my job in Washington without you, but I am going to Skype all these with a...
He can't go!
So, actually, Jack Miller, that from the day one, he actually was one of the people that went and talked to Nikki and Denny, so thank you, Jack. Edgar and Alex are not here. I don't know why they're not here. They were part from the beginning. They're great friends.
They're with your mother.
They're with my mother. My staff. Josh, Justin, and Raquel. Again, if you don't have somebody in the back of the house that can do what they need to do, there's no way we could do what we do when we go on the road. And they have been that part of the team. PR. The dance floor that we dance on. I mean, you guys, from day one, Jessica, Kim, Stacy, really with Starmark and our PR and advertising, we make news around the world. This stuff is not made up. This is not what people imagine. It's not just looks good because we have all this money. What Starmark and the ad agency and M Silver and our staff do is actually looked at as a model. We're unique because of this incredible talent that sits in Francie's desk and lets those girls work their ass off every single day. And again, I'm moving because you made me look good. You and your team are probably the best there is. There is probably no better. Look at our website. Look at everything we publish, everything we print, everything we write. The accounting department. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. The rest of the CVB staff, all 34 of us, it's probably going to be the hardest thing for me to move on and not have, when I walk through and see Saskia and Carol and everybody at their desks, because I know we don't get it in at 8:30, so they're already halfway through their day when I get in. But, well, 9:15 is kind of the beginning of the day, because I live so far away. But anyway, you guys are the CVB. I always thought, and I told Nikki, that we would be buying a lot behind the building where I'd be buried when after I retired. What my goal is to basically move on, but never forget. Thank you. Now, Virginia, Starmark, Ed Nelson, where are you? Ed, without you, this would have never happened. You and Bellamy and the airport, because Ed told me in 2002, I need you to come to this show with me in Athens, Greece. I had a broken leg, and it wasn't easy, but we made it, and we told the airline something they had never spoken about before, about passengers. They were talking about airplanes and landing strips and fuel, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, what about the passengers? And Ed goes, well, he's in tourism. He can fill those airplanes. And I don't know, Mr. Bellamy, how many planes or airlines have we brought since then? I think 25 new countries. And that's because Ed Nelson allowed me to go with him that time, so thank you, Ed. Okay, you guys, the hotel community, you guys, it's been a pleasure representing you. Is that my mom?
No, it's my daughter.
My mom, my daughter, okay.
Maybe she's with my daughter, I'll find out.
My travel family, you guys know who you are. You guys are awesome. Real quick, 14 years by the numbers. No, that's not it. See, I normally don't do this, so this is how it goes back. When I started in 1999, I had hair. I weighed 150 pounds wet and with hair. It was the last season of Seinfeld. Viagra was approved. I have no idea why. JetBlue was founded. The first W opened. Facebook was a book about faces. Gas was $1.29 a gallon. My kids were still in elementary school. Things I survived since 1999. 9/11, Y2K, SARS, some kind of pig something. 9 hurricanes, 3 Super Bowls, 2 World Series, 1 Stanley Cup, 1 oil spill, 536 expense reports. 14 years by the numbers. Over 2 million miles flown, 27 countries visited, met 2 presidents, 1 queen, 1 king. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, things I will miss. Coffee with Fernando and Jessica every morning. The chicken specials at Verdi's with salsita. Nikki's 5-finger salute. Interrupting advertising meetings every Thursday. Miami International Airport at not. I will miss Fernando. I will miss Fernando. And I will miss Fernando. And that is it. Thank you very much.
We have something else.
Okay, roll the video.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Mr. Gonzalez
Goes to Washington is a significant picture. It is significant because it emphasizes democracy in action.
Hello, my fellow Americans. Yes, it is true. Alfredo Gonzalez is moving to Washington. And with me is my new Washington friend.
my brother.
Hey, glad you could join us.
I wasn't sure that I should actually come tonight.
I'm really glad you could be part of my farewell Greater Fort Lauderdale reception.
This is a big meal.
And look at all the people that turned out here tonight.
We do have a number of notable guests in attendance here tonight.
And I'm so sorry that Chris Thompson with Brand USA, who got me the job in DC, couldn't be here with us today.
So, Chris Thompson is the reason that you're moving to Washington? Oh, I'm sorry. Please, continue.
You can't win them all.
So, Mr. President, do you really think they'll like me in Washington, D.C.?
You're likable enough.
And is it true, Mr. President, there are people watching our every move?
There are like hundreds.
It's going to be like living under a microscope.
Welcome to my world.
So what if I decide to move back to Fort Lauderdale?
I have 2 words for you. Predator drones.
But I'm going to miss the blue wave beaches and the 77 degrees year-round temperature.
I feel you.
By the way, Mr. President, what is your preferred attire when you're visiting Greater Fort Lauderdale?
Stark naked. There are times where you just can't help but laugh. You know what really tickles me?
The warm breeze hitting your Pentagon?
It's a tense moment. For all the changes and challenges facing your industry, this country absolutely needs
me.
And I don't have to tell you that.
So how would you suggest I say goodbye to Greater Fort Lauderdale?
Adios, amigos. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.